Okay, so by now you've watched the welcome email and probably explored a little bit in the class. So let's talk a little bit about your assignments for this class and how you're going to be graded. I'm going to pull up the syllabus, which I have already downloaded, and I'm going to scroll down. Of course, I know you're going to read all of this, to the section 8, which talks about assignments, assessments, and course grading. You've got several assignments for the course. You're going to be conducting 6 article analyses, each one of which is worth 85 points. Each article analysis is aligned with a type of research. 3 of them will be for articles that are discussing research studies that are quantitative in nature, and 3 of them for studies that are qualitative in nature. So you're going to be learning about the research type, and then you're going to be reading an actual study that's using that type of research, and you're going to analyze that article. I'll talk about that in a minute. The key assignment in this class is that you're going to be writing a research proposal. And we'll talk more in detail in just a minute when I show you those assignments. You're not going to be conducting research. You're just going to be writing a proposal for a study that you would be interested in perhaps doing later on. You're going to complete your city training, and this is, I'll discuss that in a minute, but that's essentially your background understanding of engaging in social sciences research, educational research, where participants are humans, teachers, students, administrators, etc. And then you've got 2 discussions right at the beginning. So this gives you your point value. I'm going to go back to the class, and I'm going to click on the tab that says Assignments, and we'll kind of get an opportunity to go through this. City training is pretty basic. You click on the folder, it gives you your instructions. You follow those instructions to do your social and behavioral research student basic refresher course. You'll get a certificate after you've completed all the required training for that, and you just upload your certificate here for your points for your class. Let's talk about the research proposal, because this is, again, the brunt of your assignment. Click on this, which is your assignment instructions. I would suggest that you download that and save it. It talks you through everything and the point value for each part of your assignment. You're going to identify a problem or an issue in schools, particularly in your school, that you would like to research. Your proposal, what you're going to send to me, will be a scholarly paper written in APA formatting, and you're going to have multiple opportunities throughout the course to send me drafts, which I'll give feedback to, and then you need to edit that feedback and then send it back to me on the next draft. Problem and purpose will be the first thing you'll come up with. Describes here what that looks like. You're also going to get some guidance throughout the course on how to write a good problem statement. The literature review is the brunt of this paper, and I will guide you through in Module 2 at the very beginning. I'm going to guide you through how to go about doing this. You're going to actually research and find 5 recent published articles that are peer-reviewed. You're going to read those and annotate them, which means to summarize, and again, I'll guide you how to do that in the course. You're going to combine them to make an argument. What are these 5 articles saying that's going to be the reason for why you want to engage in your research? And then you're going to write up your literature review. You'll give me drafts of all of those, and I'll give you plenty of feedback on the process. Then you're going to craft your questions, and I've given you some great resources on how to write a good research question. The research plan, you're going to hold off on. You're not going to do anything on this yet, because I want you to have the opportunity to go through modules, it's not 3 through 5, it's 3 and 4, to look at the types of research. So you may know what you want to do. You've done your literature review, you've got your research questions. You need to know a little bit more about research types, quantitative or qualitative, to decide if that's the type of research you want to do for your study. So you won't get much feedback on your research plan unless you discover it pretty early on. This is what I want to do. You can always, of course, send ideas to me. So you're going to write up a research plan. You're going to write up a data analysis plan. Remember, you're not actually collecting the data. You're just going to tell me how you're going to analyze the data when you get it collected. You're going to address any potential threats to validity. That's covered in Module 2 as well. Any possible limitations to your study. And then, of course, you're going to include your references. Any questions that you have throughout the process for that, you can always email me. We can set up a Zoom session if you'd like to. You're going to have 2 times to give me drafts for feedback, but your final proposal is going to be due Wednesday, July 22nd. Again, and I'm going to pop back over to this, from your research plan on, you really don't have an opportunity to give feedback, but if you want feedback, always reach out and ask for it. I'm happy to do that. So let's go back up to assignments. Let's talk about your article analyses, because you're going to be working on these throughout the class. Like I said, you're going to be doing 6 of them. You're going to download this. This is actually a template, and I recommend that you actually use this document. It's a Word document. And of course, I can't see it on my screen to get it open. There it is. So you can actually read through this. What you're doing when you read this, so as I mentioned before, there's 6 articles that you're going to analyze, each linked to a certain type of research. The actual study that you're going to read is highlighted in the course. Let me give you an example. I'm going to go to a module. We're going to go to module 3, which is quantitative research. And we're just going to click on one of your weeks. Let's look at correlational research. You're going to first read about correlational design so you understand it. You're going to then watch a video so that you fully understand it. And then bam, there it is. That's your article, assignment, article analysis. You're going to download that article. You're going to read it. And then you're going to use this to walk you through how to annotate that article and analyze it. So there's this first part, which is 15 points, is an outline. What is the problem they're addressing? Talk about their literature review, talk about their participants, all the way through. And when you do that, when you go through all of these steps, then it helps you with this section. So essentially what you do is if you've written these, if you've followed my prompts and written the amount that I've told you to write, 1 sentence, 1 sentence, 1 sentence, then you can combine that and you have a nice summary annotation of your article. You're also going to analyze it. You're going to give me some of the strengths of the study based on what you learned about that particular study design. Reference back to the course readings. That's what I'm going to be looking for. Are you learning? Are you engaging in the course readings and assignments so that I can see you using them as you're becoming a good consumer of research? You're also going to look at some areas where they probably could have done better. And then I want to see how you're going to use those findings in your classroom. So again, you're going to go through 6 different article reviews. I'm going to go back up to the section that says assignments. Click on the article analysis assessment folder. And then you'll see once you get those written up, you'll click on the tab to submit your article assignment. In Module 1, you have 2 quick questions that kind of launch us. These are discussion forums. You'll only do those discussion forums in that first module because the rest of this course is really kind of developing your own self as an educational researcher. So you'll be working mostly predominantly with me throughout the course. So that's the layout of the course. That's how I'm going to give you instructions, how I'm going to teach you to be an educational researcher. And I'm excited to work with you, and I can't wait to find out what you're interested in researching. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me by email. And if we need be, we can set up a Zoom session. Looking forward to having you in class.